Hey, I ain't doing no fish, let's come with some M. Hey, she say I'm a pimp cause she go through my phone. She see I got hoes, she know what I'm on. Not one of them guys, know I got options. Hop on the beat, gotta know I'm gonna dive in. Hey, I'm not one of them, yeah, I come from them. Feel like a him by the way I be snapping. Give a fuck about the job, my niggas out trapping.
What's up YouTube, what it do LHF, I'm Kisha, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another reaction video, and y'all already know, hip hop is just going in spiral right now. Everybody fucking beefing. But right now, we finna get into that Quavo and Chris Brown beef. I found a video, we finna hop on this T and see what the fuck went down. Y'all let me know who the fuck y'all think won. And is this shit all over Saweetie? Like, what the fuck? Coochie must be good, cause them boys is out here arguing about that shit. Nah, before we get into the video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on so you know every time that I'm posting. Now let's go ahead and get into this tea. Get into this tea, baby.
With Drake and Kendrick Lamar is messy. Well, Chris Brown would like you to take several seats because he just took his crazy beef with Quavo to a whole new level.
I'm glad he did.
Have been beefing for a long time now, but it just got messy a couple of days ago when Chris Brown dropped his diss track Weakest Link against Quavo. Not only did Chris Brown body Quavo on the track, but he also hit below the belt by exposing his affair with Quavo's ex, Saweetie, while Saweetie was still dating Quavo. Girl, Chris came for blood because he completely humiliated Quavo in the worst way possible. Did Saweetie really admit to the affair? Let's break this crazy story down.
Come on.
Ever since Cat Williams opened the year with his messy video on Club Shay Shay, we ain't ever had a moment of peace since then. It's
so lame.
One messy drama to another, and this time Chris Brown has officially entered the group chat with his beef with Quavo. One of the craziest diss tracks that we have seen in a long time. Girl, it just might be the craziest diss tracks that we have ever heard from an R&B singer. Okay, for some context,
and that's crazy because he an R&B singer.
Going on for a long time now, and it all started when Quavo started dating Chris's ex-girlfriend, Karrueche Tran. For some reason, Chris didn't like this, and he started taking shots at Quavo. They had beef for a while, but it simmered down. Then in January this year, rumors started going around that they had settled their beef when they were spotted sitting side by side at a Fashion Week show, and people started talking about
Chris
how
said that was for the money.
But the next thing we knew, Chris slammed the rumor saying, "Can't pick who you sit by, F all that grown ish. I'm not finna fumble my bag for little ninjas." He also took shots at Quavo in his song Freak, saying, "F my OB ain't gonna make us equal. Sipping that 1942 cause I don't do no Quavo. Freak B, she like Casamigos, not the Migos."
Damn.
Then clap back by bringing up Chris's old DV cases and how Chris used to put his hands on Karrueche, saying, "You did the beat wrong and now the beat gone. She posted with a thug. Call the beat phone. She won't come home. Don't beat her up. It must be the need to cross out your plug." Quavo also said, "Tell me, little bro, what's your issue? It's over a thought. You said it's bigger than that, but no, it is not. It's cause I be digging in that. It got him hot. I'm giving respect, but I know you not. You'll be on my neck. You'll be at the spot." Now, if there's
that ain't really.
It's that he hates it when people bring up his past with putting his hands on women.
Yeah, he hate that shit.
He claims to be a changed person and has previously blown up on social media whenever people bring up that part of his past. So when Quavo brought it up in the song, we all knew that Chris was going to blow up on
the
him.
disrespect.
We didn't expect him to clap back as hard as he did. The craziest part about this is that Chris dropped a rap diss track against Quavo titled Weakest Link, and he isn't even a rapper. Baby, he came with all the smoke for Quavo and literally started the song with a voicemail of Quavo saying that he doesn't want smoke with Chris. This should have been the first sign that things were about to get very brutal, and boy did Chris drag Quavo for filth. He called Quavo a B with dreads and threatened to pull up on him. He then went on to confirm that the beef was over Karrueche, but then he dropped a crazy bomb about how he slept with Saweetie when she was still dating Quavo. Girl, the way I see it, after hearing
that probably what they were fighting about in that damn elevator, bro.
Because he knew that Quavo is still low-key salty over his breakup with Saweetie. I mean, there are rumors that the reason Quavo fell out with his fellow Migos, Offset and Takeoff, rest his soul, because Offset had an affair with Saweetie. If Quavo was mad enough to break up,
she just going around at it, damn.
Imagine how mad he would be if he found
but
out
that's fucked up, man, dog. They need to leave that girl out of that shit.
And Chris knew this, which is why he dropped the bomb in the song. But that wasn't all, because Chris also threw shots using the late Takeoff. And there is one thing that makes Quavo tick even more than the situation with Saweetie, it's Takeoff's passing. Back in November 2022, Takeoff and Quavo were at a game of dice when Quavo got into an argument that led to shots being fired. Unfortunately, Takeoff was hit by a stray and he passed away on the spot.
Rest in peace, Take.
Started pointing fingers at Quavo, blaming him for Takeoff's death. Takeoff wasn't only Quavo's fellow Migos, but he was also his nephew because Quavo's sister was Takeoff's mom. So they were family, and as far as we know, Quavo loved Takeoff very much. So having his nephew and friend pass away in his hands was very traumatic for Quavo, which is exactly why Chris brought it up. And not only did he bring it up, but he said that everyone wished that Quavo should have been the one to pass away instead of Takeoff. Girl,
and that's fucked up right there.
That's
right there brutal.
And Chris did not hold back. I'm not gonna lie, as a rapper, getting bodied and whooped by an R&B singer has to be the most embarrassing thing ever, especially when the singer in question comes hard like Chris did. And like that's not embarrassing enough, Chris also dropped some merch on the diss track and wrote, "Have you ever been considered the weakest link in your crew? Ever been bodied by an R&B singer? Ever wonder what it feels like to actually be fly AF?" Girl, Chris was disrespectful. Saweetie responded to this by saying, "Ooh, child, let me go rewrite these nanny verses." So it looks like we're going to be hearing from her pretty soon on her upcoming song.
Girl, don't get in that shit. You already in that shit.
Because what on earth do you even say to come back from that? But fans have a lot to say about this, and everyone seems to admit that Chris ate Quavo up. And they said he really hates that man. This is diabolical and hurtful.
Oh, God.
It's funny, but we should probably get the Minister Farrakhan to sit Chris Brown and Quavo down, because that one don't seem safe. And Quavo not going to out-rap Chris Brown. Whatever he drops isn't top of Chris Brown's fist. He won't play against him in basketball. He won't fight him. Quavo really just going to have to sit back, take this L, and act like he never heard it at this point. This is highly humiliating for Quavo, but I want to know how y'all feel about this mess. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Then check
We're
out
gonna stop it right
video.
here. Like, I feel like Quavo shouldn't have had put Takeoff in the fucking song. Not having him have no verse. Yeah, mention him cool, but don't make the man have no verse. Leave him out y'all beef type shit. Like, if that's just being me, if you gonna be a man about it, you handle your shit on your own time. Let this man can't even speak for himself. And then when Take was alive, like, the nigga wasn't in no drama type shit. So why even put him in that type of environment? Why even put him in that type of situation? And then he can't even put himself in there. So why are you putting him in there? I feel like Quavo need to fight his own battle. Maybe the rap, if he focused on that versus putting, you know, Takeoff in that motherfucker, then honestly his shit probably would have been better than what it was. Cause like, nah, I really wasn't feeling it. It's like you are, like, he was more so trying to argue on his rap versus spit bars, drop bars against this nigga. You trying to argue. We could hear his tone in Quavo thing. We could hear the tone when the nigga got mad. Like, come on now. When you start raising your voice, bro, you hot in the chest. That's how I see it. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all think about that shit in the comments down below. I appreciate y'all for watching, rocking, and I'll see y'all in the next video, alright? Peace.